This is Nelly Flexen here for SecondsOut. I'd like to be joined by my good friend and highly esteemed trainer, Billy Nelson. Billy, how are you?
I'm okay, mate. Thank you.
Glad to hear it. So I want to talk to you about the whole situation with Tony Yoka and Martin Bakole. They were supposed to fight earlier this month. All sporting events were suspended in France, which put paid to that. From your understanding, was it always going to be rescheduled? And when recent reports came out, you were just waiting for a new date?
No, we'd been given new dates, Danny.
Okay.
Even after the initial cancellation of 15th of January, we were given two alternative dates, the 5th and 12th of March, dependent on Channel Plus, the TV channel in France, what one they were going to select for the Yoka Bakole fight.
And you had accepted that, presumably, and were, getting ready for it?
100%. We're still getting ready for it.
So when you started hearing the news from the IBF that Tony Yoka had agreed to fight Filip Hrgovic in the final eliminator, what was your reaction?
Well, I was shocked initially, but we spoke with the team and appropriate letters get sent out to the appropriate channels, and the IBF made the correct and proper decision.
Did it kind of make you feel a little badly of Tony Yoka or his team that they tried to kind of get around Martin?
Well, the thing is, they've done it twice now, because they offered us the fight initially. I think it was around about beginning of December time, and we said yes. And we were waiting on a contract, and then we heard that he was fighting Takam. So he went behind our back to get Takam. Takam got injured, and then they came back to us and said, "Would you still fight him?" We said, "Of course we will."
What impact, if any, does it have on Martin and his preparation for the fight to initially be cancelled, then the rumours, now it's back on again? Has it kind of upset his rhythm at all?
Martin just takes it with a pinch of salt, mate, to be quite honest with you, but I think it's given him an extra incentive to do a number on him, because he has been messed about quite badly.
What do you think of Tony Yoka as a fighter, regardless of what's happened recently? What do you make of him?
I think he's a very good fighter. It's an ideal fight for Martin. I'm not just caring about Tony Yoka, but it's an ideal fight for Martin Bakole and his profile. If we beat the Olympic gold medalist, then people will sit up and take notice and start believing in Martin Bakole.
Any concerns about the officiating, the judging out in France?
Well, of course there is. Of course there is. In France, Germany, wherever in the continent. It's just ridiculous. But if you knock a guy out and render him unconscious, then that's took out the hands.
And do you think there's a chance that if Martin wins this, the next fight could be a world title shot, or at least an eliminator of some kind?
I would like to think it'd be a maybe potential eliminator of some description. I think there'll be quite a few eliminators getting handed out because of the way the landscape is just now. But yep, I think we'd be up there and a good shout. Somebody like Daniel DeBow or even Michael Hunter.
And now we know that Hrgovic against Yoka is not going to happen. The IBF will go back down the rankings to try and find an eliminator opponent for Hrgovic. People are saying he's avoided, he's the bogeyman. What do you make of that? Do you go along with it?
Well, the bogeyman's offered us the fight and we took it. Then the bogeyman went very quiet. It was agreed that both fighters would have a warm-up contest. He had his in Switzerland, I think it was, or Austria, and then we fought in Dubai, and then there was nothing. Radio silence. So, as in the words of Anthony Joshua today, don't listen to all the bullshit.
Oh, is this what he said earlier? Right. Okay. So, who do you anticipate finally taking that Hrgovic fight? I mean, you know the rankings, I'm guessing, at least as well as I do. Who do you think might step up and fight?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care. I don't give a shit who he fights. Unless it comes back to us.
Well, yeah. I mean, Martin's in the IBF rankings, isn't he? But now he's fighting Yoka. Presumably, they'd have to wait until that contest is done.
Or will the contest go ahead? We're waiting on Yoka's people coming back to us again.
Okay, so that's still not a guarantee.
Not as yet, no.
Okay, so the IBF have kind of said he should fight.
Oh no! Oh, well, just a wee second. I've just this second been told the French are back.
Okay, all right. So that's good news, presumably.
Of course, we want to fight him. We want to get his scalp and move on.
And how's Martin been? Because he's now based in the UK. It's a big change from previous years when we've spoken. How's he getting on with the new environment? Well, not completely new, obviously.
Well, with the help of MTK, who honestly, they've been fantastic with regards to Martin and myself. They were instrumental in helping us get Martin's 3-year sportsman's visa. You know, and for that, I can only thank them. Martin's now living in sunny Green Girls, my wee village, and he's enjoying life. His wife's there, his child's there. He's loving it.
His child,
to fight now.
His son looks like a right little unit already, throwing punches and stuff.
Mate, he is huge, huge. He's been walking since he was 10 months.
Wow.
Honestly, he's massive. He's a lovely wee thing. He's a lovely wee thing.
I'm sure he is. I wouldn't tell him if he wasn't.
Absolutely loves music. You want to see him? We stick music when me and my wife watch him, or if he's at our house, but Martin and his wife maybe away to shops, whatever. We just stick MTV on. You want to see him dancing his wee. Oh, it's funny. It's lovely.
Oh, brilliant. And are you still working with Thor as well?
That's where I am just now. I'm in Iceland just now.
Oh, are you? It's because I obviously can't see much of the background, so you wouldn't know where you were. But yeah, okay. So how's that all going?
Thor's improving magic. I'm thrilled at the improvement in him. I've got a London-based boxer here just now called Harry Hamstrong, who gave Martin some rounds a few weeks ago. He was good enough to come over, and he's been sparring 6 rounds every other day with Thor. And tomorrow's the last spar, and he's going to do 8 with him tomorrow. And then Mr. Bakole, he's coming to Iceland on Sunday.
Wow. Yeah, we know Harry. He's been on a couple of our watch-alongs on the channel. Really nice guy and a very promising talent as well.
Lovely guy. He's a talented boy. He's a good fighter.
What's the kind of relationship with Thor beyond the big fight everyone's talking about? Will he stay, kind of have more boxing matches?
He's asked me my opinion on that, and he'll have more boxing matches, but not in a professional capacity. More so in the Eddie Hall kind of celebrity status ones. I mean, I know everybody's after that fight is it Jake Paul and the better one of the two?
Jake
But
Paul.
he was actually over in Iceland on the Monday after the fight in Dubai interviewing Thor. He came over here. No, might have been the one that fought Mayweather. I'm not really sure.
Did you see that happening at some point? Either of them against Thor?
Why not? You just don't know. Daddy, you don't know. I mean, you know. But what I will say for Arthur Bjornsson is, what an absolute athlete, a man. You know, take him. I still find it difficult. But when in his gym, there's cardboard cutouts and pictures up on the walls and that. You know, hard to think that guy is that guy.
Yeah.
You know, the guy standing beside you. He looks a total transformation.
Wow. And something I should ask as well, you mentioned earlier about Anthony Joshua saying don't believe all the bleep or whatever it was, but there are strong rumours now that he will move on from Robert McCracken, someone you know quite well also. What do you make of that? Do you think it's time for Joshua to freshen up his training setup?
I'm kind of old school, Danny. I'm a great believer in stick with what you know, because the grass isn't always green on the other side. But it's Anthony's decision. He's all the man he's ever going to be. personally, from a business perspective, you would take the 15 million or the alleged 15 million to get time to blend with your new coach, if indeed he has got a new coach. So it might work out well for him, but it's still going to, no matter who's in the corner with you, it's still going to be a difficult fight against Oleksandr Usyk.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or Tyson Fury.
From your
experience, what would happen? What would happen, Danny, if, for talking's sake, he stepped aside and Tyson Fury beat Oleksandr Usyk? Just surmising here, and then decided, I've had enough of boxing, I'm going to go and fight for him. What would happen then? All the belts get relinquished, don't they?
Yeah. And he stepped aside for nothing, for no guarantee. Yeah.
That's something he's got to take into consideration as well. No, I'm not saying for a minute Tyson Fury's going to do that with a fight against Anthony Joshua, but you just never know. He might make a hell of a lot of money against, for instance, that UFC guy.
Francis Ngannou, yeah, I know. I see they were talking that up over the weekend.
You just never know. Listen, the most predictable, the most predictable thing in boxing is the unpredictability.
That is true.
That is so true.
You've obviously been a trainer for decades now. When a fighter, sorry, I'm not trying to make you feel old, but it's a fact. When a fighter does move on, how does it affect you? You know, even now you've been doing it for ages. Does it still hurt you? Is it still hard to deal with?
Of course it is. Of course it is, because you like to think you built up a good relationship with him. You've given him a lot of time. I remember when Ricky left, me and David Brophy were in the changing room for his first fight after he left me. He fought the boy Slatikatigan.
Oh yeah, I remember.
From Montenegro. And he got put down in 10 seconds. And I'm watching from afar. And my heart sunk. Gutted, absolutely gutted. But, you know, they make decisions. And so, to be quite honest, can you think of many top-level fighters that have switched trainers and been successful or as successful?
Yeah, see, I was doing a thing on this recently, one of the vlogs, and I was thinking there's a couple of guys like Andy Lee, maybe, and George Groves, who won world titles very late in their careers.
But in fairness to Andy Lee, he had a great trainer in Emmanuel Stewart. And he also, I mean, Adam is a class act as well.
But I think that change at that time kind of rejuvenated them a bit. It might not have been down to the trainer specifically, but maybe just the change of scenery or whatever. You know? Well, I really appreciate your time. And I hope the Yoka Bakole fight gets rescheduled and yeah, we get to watch it.
Okay, mate. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. And yeah, enjoy your time out in Iceland.
Okay, mate. All the best to you. Take care.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye.